Greetings and welcome to the first ever virtual edition of the President's Scholarship Celebration. My name is Zach Boo and I'm the Chief Advancement Officer at Central Oregon Community College and Executive Director of the COCC Foundation. Traditionally, this event is held on campus and brings together scholarship donors and scholarship recipients, all in celebration of our mission to support student success at COCC. This year, we have put together a concise, impactful program featuring COCC President Dr. Lori Chesley, two of our most ardent scholarship supporters, Bill and Judy Smith, and two amazing scholarship recipients, Samayakan Red Bear Allen and John Gould. As the oldest community college foundation in Oregon, we are honored to continue the strong tradition of scholarship support. And thanks to another year of deep community philanthropy, we have offered over $1.7 million to students this coming academic year. And the first round of award notifications have already gone out, changing those students' lives forever. Most of all, we are pleased that even during these unique times, we continue to march forward to support our students, our college, and uplift our communities through the power of education. We hear time and again from our scholarship recipients phrases like, "You lightened my burden," "You relieved my stress," and "You believed in me when no one else did." And what better during an unprecedented time in our history than to focus on positive, uplifting stories where the future is bright for our students and their families. Now, it's my true honor to introduce Samayakan Red Bear Allen.
Greetings to all the ladies and gentlemen that are here today on this beautiful and spectacular virtual event. My name is Samayakan Red Bear Allen, and I've come to give my sincere gratitude to the donors of the COCC Foundation Scholarship. May I begin by saying that it is an overwhelming honor to receive such a fantastic scholarship, and I am ever so happy to be part of this celebration. Your aid in my journey is much appreciated and will continue to be as I strive to become a clinical psychologist for my community back at the Native American reservation of Warm Springs. Truly, you've made this journey of mine much smoother with this investment. This scholarship means a lot more than just money to me. It embodies the bridge to my success towards getting a degree that shall be used to aid my people who suffer from within pain from their minds. I know it all too well, as I was once a youth who went through an ordeal of social anxiety and depression. These two things combined and made me skip a great deal of elementary, middle, and high school. I suffered a great, severe academic loss due to it. Because of this, I was mainly a loner, a person who dared to never even dream of attaining higher education. But then, sophomore year of high school came around, and it was where I was granted my first life-opening epiphany, a sudden realization that maybe I didn't want to be the shy, loner kid who's always treated with a smile and a mere wave of the hand. Maybe I wanted to have friendships with whom I can laugh, cry, and smile with. But to do that, I had to release the chains that kept me down, depression and social anxiety. Undoing them certainly took time, effort, and persistence, yet I managed to do the impossible for myself. And now I wish to help others attain that metamorphosis. It's always great to look back into it and celebrate it as it was surpassing one's own expectations. But you're probably all wondering, what is he doing right now? Well, I'm striving towards getting my associate's degree in psychology at COCC and proceed to transfer over to OSU Cascades or somewhere to get my bachelor's. From there, I hope to get my master's and doctorate. It'll take time, a lot of it, and I know it will be worth it in the end. I've lived in Oregon all my life, and even more so on the Native American res called Warm Springs. It's a tiny community of over 3,300 people who probably know each other and all of their relatives somehow. I want to focus on the scholarship now. Like, for instance, how I felt when I received it once again. Let me tell you, I did small, though admittedly terrible dances upon seeing the notification that my scholarship was being renewed. I don't know if I should do it here without embarrassing myself. That sense of joy and accomplishment felt so fulfilling, knowing that I got this opportunity. And I have you all to thank for that. Know that my goal will never change. I will always strive to be a person that can be relied on for their mental health issues. It has become my mission, my will to help preserve my people's mental health and hope they can never have to experience pain from within again. That is both my professional and personal goal. My academic goal will obviously be getting the knowledge and degree needed to help perform those other two. I will help others just as you have done for me. I once again thank you for this opportunity you have all given me. Your help will not be forgotten. Thank you.
Thank you, Samayakan. We are honored you chose COCC to pursue your educational dreams, and we wish you all the best success with your future endeavors. In that spirit, it is my true honor to introduce the 6th president in COCC's esteemed history, Dr. Lori Chesley.
Hello, persons of quality. Thank you for participating in this very special first ever virtual scholarship celebration. I'm Lori Chesley, the president of Central Oregon Community College. I'm pleased to welcome all of you, our students, their family and friends, our donors, board members, college employees, and community members. Today, we are gathering both in honor of COCC's scholarship recipients and in gratitude to those who make these awards possible. Each year, the college and COCC Foundation recognize the gift of higher education by celebrating our scholarship donors and current scholarship recipients. In years past, we've held a wonderful luncheon where scholarship donors and their recipients often meet for the first time. Today, we've risen to the challenge of celebrating virtually during a pandemic because now more than ever, we must acknowledge the abundant examples of hope, generosity, goodwill, and connection that surround and sustain us. The COCC Foundation and I are inspired by our community of loyal supporters, sponsors, and partners. You empower education that is for everyone, even during a pandemic. We are thrilled to share that in 2020, our generous COCC Foundation supporters have given more than $875,000 to COCC students for the coming academic year. If we were gathered together in person, this is where I would expect we'd erupt in applause. Combining these new donations with endowment earnings, the COCC Foundation will offer more than $1.7 million in scholarships and emergency funds to help students stay in school. Thank you. We are fortunate indeed to be joined today by 2 current scholarship recipients, Samayakan Red Bear Allen and John Gould. Welcome to both of you. We appreciate your being here to share your academic and professional goals with us. Today, we also recognize 2 specific donors as this year's Presidential Scholarship Celebration honorees. Please join me in expressing deep gratitude for Bill and Judy Smith. Bill and Judy, the college and the COCC Foundation present to you this award because you are opening doors that might otherwise close on those in our community who long to go to college, those who wish to refresh and retool their skill sets for these new times. Thank you for your inspiring generosity and your enduring belief in others. Even at a distance, the COCC community has our students' backs. It takes a network of support to help each student succeed, and the college could not fulfill its mission without each and every one of you. Thank you again, and here's to staying healthy and safe so we can celebrate in person together in 2021.
I want to thank all of you for allowing Judy and I the honor to represent all of you and your hard work and your contributions that make this great foundation go. We certainly have enjoyed being a part of an organization that allows us to give back all the helping hands that we receive to get our education. And I think many of the folks in foundation would feel the same way. We all needed helping hands, and it's just a good feeling to be able to repay that. I think also I really appreciate the foundation for the fact that they allow many people to continue an education without feeling like there's a lot of bureaucratic strings attached. And that's really important for people pursuing an education. Also, thanks, Lori. We were really lucky to get you. You're really a great captain of this ship, and we're very fortunate. And Zach ditto, always positive, Zach. And boy, that really shows down through the organization. And certainly the worker bees, and we all know, Lori, Zach, all of us know the worker bees are what makes this go. And you folks have made the foundation what it is, and it will continue to do that under your leadership. I think now what I want to do is introduce my wife of going on 54 years. And I'm more or less been a kind of a yell leader, just kind of in the background, but I get to sit here anyway, even though we don't get a salad this year. I appreciate being a part of it. It's a great organization. And with that, I introduce Judy, who's the real reason that we're both here.
Thank you for this extraordinary honor. These are unusual times. And this is a very different presidential scholarship celebration. And as Bill said, we don't get a salad this year. However, it is indeed an unprecedented recognition for people like us. Huge gratitude goes to Zach Boone, our CAO and Executive Director of the COCC Foundation. His changing the format for honorees and spotlighting countless volunteers who remain faithful to help those nonprofits is commendable. He truly does understand and welcome those of us who are willing to give our time and talent, maybe with a more meager checkbook, but always honoring those who do have the funds and then connecting us all together in community. To the Foundation Board of Trustees, led by our chairman, the lovely Daisy Lehman, each member is unique, giving, and confidence-inspiring individuals who help support scholarships for students and ultimately change their lives. The foundation staff, I would like to thank especially Karen Spar, our amazingly brilliant accountant, Brittany Nichols, the liaison between students applying for scholarships and those of you and some others who score those scholarship applications. This year, we are giving $1.7 million to worthy students. I would like to also recognize Misty Booz, our wonderful gifted lady who has established the Heritage Foundation. This keeps track of longtime donors who will continue giving in perpetuity. Charlotte Gilbride, Director of the Chandler Visiting Scholar Program, and Allison Dickerson, who ties us all together with a great smile. To the esteemed group of individuals who have garnered this honor before us, we have undying admiration. Bill and I applaud Jeff and Amanda Sturmer, who were honorees last year, and they give selfless, constant acts of commitment toward helping young people in our community. And Jeff's many years serving on our foundation board as our wonderful finance chairman. Lastly, we cheer Dr. Lori, COCC president. As Bill said, in just a little over a year, she has brought an open, visionary style to our college with humor and grace. Our constituents are in good hands with Lori holding the reins in this very challenging time. All of us with love for our community college can do our own part to come full circle and be stronger every year, even with the challenges. By receiving this award, Bill and I hope that this resonates to all of you, that everyone has an ability to give in his or her own way. Thank you so much for believing that we are all part of the whole and goodness of COCC.
Thank you, Bill and Judy. You are truly an inspiration to our community, our foundation, and our students. Now, I'd like to introduce our final speaker of the day, John Gould. Take it away, John.
Hi, my name is John Gould, and I'm a recipient of the COCC Foundation Scholarship, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to thank you all for your unending kindness, even if it is only through Zoom. I guess the one good thing about delivering a speech over Zoom is that I don't have to see the reactions on your faces as I make awkward jokes throughout. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you about my past, present, and future life, and what your donation means to me and why it's so important. I was born in Grants Pass, Oregon, in poverty. My father did everything he could possibly do to provide for me, including taking me with him while he worked away in a kitchen of a restaurant. But as a father at 17 and only attaining a 9th grade education, he was ill-equipped to promote an education for me. It wasn't until I was already 6 when he met my stepmother that I finally began a journey of learning that little did I know would extend for the next 30 plus years. Growing up in a household where both parents were high school dropouts, I didn't fully take my education seriously at the time. So when I graduated with a mediocre GPA and little support for continuing on to college, I joined the armed forces and spent 6.5 years in the Navy. As an electronic warfare technician, I spent my time in the military working on electrical equipment and watching a little screen to make sure that missiles weren't coming at the ship, which they never were, so it made my job really boring. After 2 deployments, 14 countries and 40 states, at the end of my service to the country in 2008, I still had no idea what I wanted to do as a career, though, other than not be an electrician. At that point, I began a period of my life with no real goals, bouncing around from job to job, unsure of who I really was. While taking random classes toward a general study degree with my GI Bill, I worked in various jobs, aimlessly wasting time. So after finishing my prerequisites, applying a first time and not getting in, becoming a CNA while waiting to apply again, and finally being accepted into the COCC nursing program, I was led to where I am now, which is beginning the 2nd year of my program. I'm lucky enough to have received the Foundation Scholarship each of the last 2 years as well, and I can remember the feeling of pure elation on my face when I first found out. But it means even more to me this year than I could possibly express. The thing is, while I was taking all of the random general studies courses, the nursing school prereqs, CNA courses, and finishing my first year of the program, I was using up all of my GI Bill and all of my student loans, federal grants, and other scholarships. This year, I was accepted as a Ford Foundation Scholar, but without the COCC Foundation Scholarship, I'd be thousands of dollars short of my financial need for the year. As a single parent already working part-time, I don't think that I would have been able to continue on in my dream to become a nurse, own a home, and be the best role model to my daughter without your generosity and your compassion and your donations. You are giving me the ability to focus on my classes, which will in turn make me a better and more successful provider to my patients. I'm keeping an open mind as to what field of nursing I want to begin in, but I know in my heart that years from now, I'll remember what you've done for me, my daughter, and countless other students and families. My future, my daughter's future, is brighter because of you. I thank you so much for everything that you do and cannot wait to follow in your footsteps one day and become a donor myself to the COCC Foundation Scholarship, helping others the way that you've helped me. So again, thank you and stay safe.
Thank you, John. We so appreciate you taking the time to share your story with us today and wish you all the best moving forward. We're so thankful that you've taken 20 minutes out of your day to see how amazing donors like Judy and Bill keep our program running and the impact they have on students like Samayakin and John. Thank you for your past and future support of the COCC Foundation. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.